Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. I hope you stay and enjoy this video. I'm going to be painting this butterfly. It's a blue butterfly and I can't remember what the butterfly is called. I'm going to use the phthalo blue, and I might use this blue but probably I didn't, so then also using Payne's grey. And I'm using these paints, which I'm using the white gold to help me with shiny bits. I'm also using a big brush, 1/4-inch brush. It's a flat brush, and I applied water already to the wing, this side of the wing first. I'm doing one section at the time, and now I'm applying the phthalo blue. And the phthalo blue I'm using is the one from Daniel Smith. It's a very bright blue, beautiful colour. So the brush I'm using is a size 4 round brush. And as you can see, I got it all set up here. And part of the painting I'm using is standing on the easel, and part of the painting I'm using on the table. It depends what I'm doing at the time. When you're applying wet on wet, is always probably best to do it on flat, because it stops the water and the paint running down, and it makes the spread of the paint easier, and it distributes around the wing better. So that's a good technique to think about, is to go on a flat surface when you're doing wet on wet. When you're applying wet on dry, it's not such a big issue. As you can see here, I'm doing wet on dry paper around the edges, but I'm applying the paint, and then I go over with a bit of water on the brush around that edge again to make it go softer around the edges. So you can see me now applying the water. The brush is damp, just to help that edge not to be so harsh. So the butterfly I'm painting it's bright blue, beautiful. I found it on Pixabay. So this is for a student where I work at a school, secondary school, work part-time, and she asked me if I could please paint her a blue butterfly. And she's actually in sixth form, so she's leaving this year. She's finishing her A-levels, and she's going to be heading to university. So I said, of course I will paint this butterfly for her. And it's just a lovely farewell gift for her, to wish her all the best for the future, where she's going to be heading, and she's going to be spreading her wings like a butterfly. And so I'm hoping she's going to like it. She hasn't seen it yet. It's going to be a surprise, and I will be giving it to her hopefully at the end of April. So for this section of the butterfly, I applied the gold color that you saw me pointing. So it's a light gold color. So there's different tones of gold in this kit that I purchased, which is called Starry Colors. I purchased it in Amazon way back, and every now and again I get it out and use it. But I could see this shiny glitter on this side of the wings, so I thought I better add that. And the base I used underneath it is amber, raw amber underneath, but I didn't use a heavy consistency. It was a light consistency, and then I applied the gold on top. So now I'm using Payne's grey for this section of the butterfly, the body of the butterfly, as you may call it. To be very careful to leave sections for the highlights to make it look more realistic. I'm going through it and looking at my reference photo to guide me through it to get these sections right. Unfortunately, I made the lower part of the body very long, and it's not that long, as you could see probably on the photograph. But for some reason, I did draw it by hand, the butterfly, and I drew the body bit that I'm painting right now too long. But it doesn't matter. I think it looks fine. I also changed the butterfly slightly. I made the wings pointing downwards a bit more because I wanted to create more of a creative dancing butterfly, which relates to the student as well. She will be going to do choreographing, I think it's choreographing for dance at university. So yeah, I thought this butterfly would be ideal for her, the style. So now you can see me, I have progressed way ahead, and I'm applying the phthalo blue heavier consistency, and also around the edges I used Winsor Violet mixed with Payne's Grey to make it dark, and I will be adding that as I'm going along, more and more intense colour. So I wanted to create a curve effect by darkening the edges more than the centre bit of the wing. So the edges near the body and the edges around the outside, if you darken that section and leave the centre bit lighter, it gives that curve effect. It's just beautiful. So I'm also drawing the veins, and I used the Payne's Grey. At first I used the Winsor Violet, and now I'm going over with the Payne's Grey and also phthalo blue. So to gradually add in layers and layers to create this darker and darker. So you can see me using the phthalo blue. You can see how bright this is. And for this section, I added that silvery gold, sort of like that white gold colour to make it sparkle. Because now I'm going to be adding that sparkle that you can see. The one I'm pointing right now is what I mixed with the phthalo blue. And you can see me picking it up. It's very dry, so you need to activate it quite a lot with water. And you can see the shine on that. It's beautiful. And now this is what I'm going to be adding now for the last layers of the butterfly, to give it a little glow. So when you look at the painting sideways as well, you can see the wings are glittering a little bit. Not too heavy, it's just a little bit of glitter, because they are, I don't know if you've seen butterflies, but they glow, beautiful shine. So that's what I'm trying to create again in this painting. So the consistency, I did have a mixture of different consistencies in my plate. I had the phthalo blue on its own. I had a consistency of the phthalo blue mixed with Payne's Grey, and I also had the phthalo blue mixed with the white gold to help me mix this up. And because on the edges I didn't really want it glittery, so I used the phthalo blue, the one with the Payne's Grey mixture around the edges, because that will be going darker and darker. So because I'm placing the paint, and then for the rest of the body I'm using the water to spread that paint, so I don't want it too heavy around the body bit. Like I explained earlier, leave the body bit a little bit lighter. So what I was pointing a minute ago is on the right side, on the right wing, between the top wing and the bottom wing, you can see a blooming effect. That shiny, that light area is actually reflection from the light coming between the wings. I created that, but then for some reason I applied water and it created a little bit of blooming effect. You can see that. But that's okay, because I'm going to go over again to make it darker when I apply more paint, and I will be able to correct that, and you'll see that later on. So I'm spreading the paint from around the edges inwards by using a damp brush. So now I'm creating that edge around the wings with the phthalo blue and the Payne's grey. I also did mix Winsor Violet and Payne's grey to help me with to making this the edges of the butterfly a little bit warmer colour, because I do like that Winsor Violet. It's just beautiful. So you can see the consistency here is very thick. So I apply it first, and then I use the damp brush to spread it around. So I don't apply any more of that dark colour, only in that centre bit. So you can see the brush was damp, and I'm spreading that thick consistency of paint towards the rest of the wing that I want to add that colour. Okay, so I'm going to go around the top of the edge very carefully. It's very difficult to get this line straight, because I don't know about you, but I do have a bit of a shake sometimes, and especially because I haven't been so well the last week and a half, nearly 2 weeks now. Had a awful cold, and I'm still recovering from it. So if you hear my voice slightly different, I'm so sorry, I apologise. But yeah, it has been hard, and it's probably made me a little bit shaky more than usual. But I'm on the road to recovery, which is great. So this section here, you can see me applying the thick consistency, so that was wet on dry. And now I'm going to damp my brush and spread that so it's not so thick. So spreading it around a little bit, and as it spreads further and further, it becomes lighter, and I don't want a hard edge, so I keep on applying a damp brush to that edge to distribute it better. So going around the edge again with that dark tone to create those edges. It's strange, because at first when I was painting this butterfly, I just could not get in the mood for it. I just could not focus, because not only obviously I'm dealing with this silly cold, but we also moved to another room. So this is actually my bedroom, because temporarily at the moment we are having a new kitchen below my art room. So we needed my art room to be empty completely, because there was going to be a lot of going on from the floor as well. So that's all finished now. The kitchen's not done up yet, but it's halfway there. I like to say halfway there. But I will hopefully be having my art room back hopefully next week, but we'll see. So at the moment I am in my bedroom, and it all feels a bit strange and different to me. I don't know why, but you do get comfortable in your own art room, in your own area. So I had to learn to paint in this room, which is really strange, but I got into it quite quick after a while. So so now you can see I've gone ahead on the painting, and I painted those lines, and the body of the butterfly looks really good. It's standing out a lot more. There's also, I don't know if you can see a shine on the wings. It's a little bit more shiny now, so it's showing that effect. And also that blooming effect that I created accidentally, that you can see now that that's not really showing. It's covering a little bit, maybe on the between the two lines. I can see it just a little bit, but I will be applying more layers in a minute, so So that I could not see that afterwards. I cleared it, I think. So I did use a little bit of that gold as well between that light area to make it shiny, and around the body of the butterfly, which you'll see me doing in a minute. So I didn't want to make those veins stand out too much, because I wanted the butterfly to be more blue instead of veiny. So so now I'm using that same gold around that I used at the bottom bit of the wings, and you can see that shine. So we're coming to the end of the video now, and I'd like to say thank you very much for staying all the way till the end, and it would be fantastic if you could subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet, and if you have, thank you very much. You will be notified when I upload new content, and I hope to see you soon. Also give it a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. I hope you have. So this is their plate. You can see what mess I made, all the color tones in there, but there you are, there's my butterfly. So thank you very much, and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.